What's good, YouTube? Back here with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get into it.
Imagine dumping her before she found her. I bet a lot of you guys are single, but there's this trend on TikTok where after you break up, you post your weight loss journey. Oh my god, look at me, I've lost so much weight. Is it not the biggest fucking insult to actually start trying on your life, making sure you look?
You know, for the love of me, I've never understood this logic. Because it's like, if your partner's one complaint was your weight, and you're like, oh no, you should just love me how I am. And then the very moment you break up with them, you lose all the weight. Why couldn't you just do that in the first place? You would still be in a relationship right now if you just did that. But you know, for as soon as you get outside again, you're gonna need to lose this shit. So you lose it immediately. I don't like that shit, just ass backwards to me. Like, you couldn't do it for your partner, but you could do it for the streets. Okay.
Look better after you break up, and it's only out of pure spite. People only choose to improve themselves out of spite to make sure the other person who knew them the most missed out on something. That's fucking dumb. Don't worry, babe, he's just a nerd. Why do they always pick the thugs? Years later. Hey, baby, remember me? Beat it, chick. Why can't I find a good man?
It's so by
that's
your
it.
side. You got to do love.
It could easily be argued that the reason why the relationship never worked out is because they only try after the breakup. And online in the internet, there are a lot of diverse people, stupid, dumb comments, and happily, a small minority of them are calling him out on the stupidity.
That's what I'm saying, though. It just doesn't make sense. Like, people get in a relationship and swear like, oh, you can't improve on yourself, or you just gotta let yourself go. Like, your partner should just accept whatever. Nah, I don't believe in that. I believe that, like, you should stay in top shape for your partner, man and woman. Because you gotta think about it though, like, your partner is constantly choosing you. But guess what they seeing on the day-to-day? They seeing the best looking people who are working on themselves and are trying to look the best for your partner, in a sense. Now, granted, it's up to your partner, you know what I'm saying, to turn that shit down. But, like, you also can't deny the fact that, like, you got good looking men and good looking women that's gonna be around your partner. So if you're good looking yourself and you're in shape, you ain't gotta worry about that shit.
Why only making effort once they're gone? I'm wondering, why do they always wait after the breakup? Good questions. Why do people actually try after the relationship ends? Shouldn't you be trying 100% with the person you love the most, the person who's going to foster your children? It's so sad. And no, it's not because of that, because we learn what we do wrong and try different things, the one who actually wants to change.
I call bullshit.
Here's the thing, that is a very good excuse to not hold any accountability. I think everyone knows deep down that being fat and ugly is bad, and everyone agrees with me.
And this is like maybe a controversial take, but I don't think that the majority of fat people, until you learn about body liberation and body positivity, no one would choose to continue to be fat in a world where they absolutely hate fat people. People think that I'm glorifying obesity by spreading the word and like telling everybody about this information. Trust me, I wouldn't recommend anybody be fat in this world. It is horrible. It is so traumatizing. It is so isolating. People are evil, they are cruel. Strangers think it's okay to tell you on the bus.
But, like, my thing, so as somebody who goes to the gym a lot, it's just it's not even just like an evil thing. It's like we can tell from the outside that you have a low self-value about yourself. Like, nobody who's gonna sit there and eat and let that shit and just let themselves go has a lot of respect for themselves. I'm just gonna call it a spade, a buck a buck. They don't have respect for themselves. If you could sit there and let yourself go, you don't have respect for yourself. You don't care about your health. You don't care about your well-being. You don't care about how others perceive you. You don't care about people who care about you and want to see you in your tip-top best condition and want to see you on this earth for as long as possible. You don't care about none of that shit. So it's like it's not like a, oh, you're just being picked on or you're getting treated differently because you're fat. It's the fact that people adjust respect wise to what you tolerate and what you present yourself to be. So if you present yourself to be well put together, maintained, you in the gym, you're very disciplined person. You perceive yourself as that, people are going to respect you as that. You show yourself as that, people are going to respect you as that. If you show yourself as, oh, you dressing like a hoe and you going out in the clubs, you drinking a bottle, doing all this extra shit, people are going to perceive you as that. If you perceive yourself as, oh, I don't take care of myself, I'm just eating and this, that, people are going to perceive you as that. So it's just like, shit, even me, with this, I got mad tattoos and shit. Niggas probably perceive me as a thug or a player. That's just what it is. You can't be mad at it.
You're fat, you should lose weight, you're disgusting. Like, it's nonstop. And that leads to people isolating themselves and like seeking comfort through food.
Shout out to the fat, disgusting lady. She's a true addict because people who consume alcohol know it's bad for you. And just like her, she knows that being fat is bad for you. Most of the time, you do not need a sudden, random, crazy experience to help you change your life because deep down, everyone already knows what to do. Every form of advice is completely useless because you already know what to do. What's the thing holding you back from accomplishing your goals is not information. It kind of is, but most of the time it's people writing this story and excuses to explain why they shouldn't try. It's because I worked extra hard today. It's because I had a bad day that I could have this day off. A lot of people are wasting their potential, and this is scary for me, not for a lot of people because it's not understood. But who can I become? What can I be? And these are all very selfish feelings. But I remember back in middle school, I went to BJ's, I ate a 2,000 calorie burger, and then I asked mom, I'm so fucking hungry. I want another 2,000 calorie burger. And in that moment, I realized my mom loved me so much. She wanted to feed me. She was an immigrant person who grew up starving and poor, and she could provide so much food to this fat little Asian boy. She said, yeah, let's get you another 2,000 calorie fucking burger. And I was thinking in that moment, I was like, okay, wait a second. I do know that 2,000 is the daily limit for adults. I'm a fucking kid and I'm about to eat another burger. This has to stop because I know that my mom's not gonna stop me. And more or less, this applies to everything in life. No one knows what's best for you. My mom will blindly support me because that's what feels right and good for her. But deep down in that moment, I knew that I shouldn't have eaten that burger and I will not order another one. And then in the next 3 months during summer, I lost 30 pounds, and this is as a 5-foot fucking kid. I was around 150 pounds. That is fat as shit. That is fat as shit. I weigh as much as I was in middle school, and I got muscle now. That's kind of crazy. The worst type of a relationship you can have is with yourself. How you convince yourself to do things that you know.
But that's what I was bringing up to my point that I brought out earlier. Like, people are going to treat you how you see yourself and how you perceive yourself. If you do not respect yourself, they're not going to respect you. It's point blank period. And like, that's what relationship wise, it's the same thing. But like I said, my biggest thing as far as that is like, why, like, if your partner, let's just say your partner is a very, they don't ask for much, they don't do too much, they're subjectively a very good partner and have everything that you want, basically. And the one thing that you want to make your partner just as happy as they make you. And the one thing they're like, oh, well, I feel as though you definitely could lose this because I want to see you in the best version of yourself, or I want you to feel better and don't have this pressure on you. Whatever the case may be. And you say, nah, fuck you. I'm breaking up because you should accept me for how I am, and then proceed to lose the weight after you directly after you break up. It's just childish to me.
Are not good for you. Look at the fat lady and how she's perfectly making her the
Right.
victim and also being so proud and brave
still be in a
for being
relationship.
fucking fat. Hey, if you know it's bad, why are you still doing it? Hey, if you know that being overweight and ugly in a relationship is bad, why do you only change after the breakup? The worst relationship you can have is not with other people, but how you interact with yourself and the world. And more specifically, how easy it is to lie to yourself or lie to other people just so you can get
But I also don't subscribe to people doing you wrong and then you just full on like head on just, oh, I'm going to, like, I under motivation, yes, is fine, but like having that as like your sole fire, I feel as though that's just that's just bad, because it's not really, one, it's not genuine, and two, it's not sustainable. Like if you just had motivation because, hey, look, I want to be a better person, I just want to be better regardless of my circumstances, better regardless of my situation, who I'm with, you're gonna move differently, or you're gonna achieve more because it's a genuine feeling, not because, oh, I got my heart broken, now I'm ready to show this girl 5 years down the road what she missing out on. Now granted, you may come into success and fortune and fame and status within that time frame, but it's coming from a place of spite, and there is no real, you don't ever really heal from that. You don't. You're holding on to it. That's what's fueling you. And the moment that you let go of it, it's like, damn, just did all this shit because I was mad at this person. Whole time, 9 times out of 10, they don't really care or really give a fuck.
Positive validations. There are so many people who lose weight and then say, I would never treat fat people so poorly because I was fat myself. Scientifically, people do not like looking at ugly things. Hospital patients will die sooner if all they get to look at is a brick wall.
People are going to treat you differently because you're thin. People are actually nicer to me. I had this fear in my head that people were treating me poorly because I was big, and turns out it's true. I am actually ignored because I'm fat. I am actually not taken as seriously because I'm fat. I am actually passed over for things because I'm fat. I am actually been missing out on all sorts of things because I'm fat. This fear is true.
People will literally heal faster if they get to look at beautiful architecture, if they get to look at beautiful trees and nature. And I am using this as a proving point that people are not vain, people are not superficial, but biologically, we care about how things look. And if you are fat, obese, and ugly, then it is a bad thing. A lot of the things we know that are good for us, the advice that we are given, we already know. We don't need to hear it. But why do people need to have a catalyst when I get broken up with, a type of relationship, a type of event, for only time for me to change? It's very dumb. It's very silly. And you know this scientifically because people who are single spend an extra 30 minutes every single day working on their appearance versus people who are in a relationship.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, it's just people get in relationships and get comfortable. Like, you can't get comfortable with that shit, bro. Because like, you got, like I said, the world, just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean the world will change will treat you differently either, or change for you just because you're in a relationship. Nobody's gonna know off of rip like, oh, you're in a relationship. It's not gonna be written on top of your head or on your body. So it's not gonna be on there unless you're out with your partner. But even then, like, nobody's gonna know you're in a relationship, so they're gonna assume that you're single, and they're gonna move to you like you're single, and the world's gonna treat you like it until, of course, you introduce yourself or tell them, oh yeah, I'm in a relationship, blase blase. But like, you're gonna have the best versions of people trying to get at you while you're in a relationship, and for you to sit there and then for you to have that happening, and then your partner on the side is sitting there being comfortable and is not putting in the same amount of effort she did when y'all first started dating, that's a tricky situation for anybody. So it's like, I never understood that. Like, I don't think that that's a very good thing to do, because one, especially if you're going for marriage, like, you ain't gonna be married long if y'all get too comfortable. You ain't gonna be able to do that.
Because people know that looks matters, and your relationship with yourself is more important than anything else. My videos are around 8 to 10 minutes long, but if you want the full 30-minute version, it is on the Patreon for only $5. A lot of the subscribers will say that it is the best value you'll get for $5. You don't get this type of information, and more or less, it's much less entertainment and much more practical forms of advice and how you could use it in your everyday life. We range from the content you consume affecting your thoughts and decisions, range from confidence, how to change and find your purpose that's more willing and true to you. There's a lot we talk about, and if you want to support me, it's on the Patreon for $5 or more if you want to be included in the video. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, toodly-doo.
To Morocco, I got pretty women showing titties like I'm Flocko. I came in a hard top, I'm still in the drop.